When crowns fell, the day kings became captives. For most of human history, kings were believed to be chosen by destiny, protected by divine will, and placed beyond the reach of ordinary men. Their crowns symbolized absolute authority, their thrones the stability of entire civilizations. Yet history tells a darker, more dramatic truth. There were moments when even the most powerful rulers were seized, chained, and carried away before the eyes of the world. In those moments, empires shuddered, loyalties collapsed, and the illusion of untouchable power was forever broken. This is the story of the days when crowns fell, when kings became prisoners, and when the fate of nations turned on a single act of capture. Yes, and some of these events are so dramatic they sound like fiction. 1. The kidnapping of King John II of France. The Battle of Poitiers. What happened? During the 100 Years' War, French King John II personally led his army against the English. At the Battle of Poitiers, the French were crushed. King John refused to flee. He fought until surrounded. He was captured alive on the battlefield by English knights, an open, public seizure of a reigning monarch. Aftermath. The king was taken to London as a prisoner. France had no king ruling the country for 4 years. His ransom was so huge it nearly bankrupted France. The power vacuum triggered rebellions and civil chaos. This was one of the most humiliating moments in French royal history. 2. The abduction of King Richard I of England. Richard the Lionheart, kidnapped in Europe. What happened? Returning from the Crusades, Richard traveled in disguise. He was recognized near Vienna and captured by Duke Leopold of Austria, not in war, but as a political hostage. He was imprisoned in castles across the Holy Roman Empire. Aftermath. England paid an enormous ransom. His brother Prince John tried to seize the throne while he was gone. Richard remained a prisoner for over a year. The kidnapping of one of the most famous kings in Europe shocked the entire medieval world. 3. The capture of Emperor Atahualpa of the Inca Empire. Kidnapped by 168 Spanish soldiers. What happened? Atahualpa ruled the largest empire in the Americas. He came unarmed to meet Francisco Pizarro. Suddenly the Spanish attacked, slaughtered his guards, and seized the emperor alive in the middle of the plaza. The entire Inca Empire was paralyzed because their divine emperor was held captive. Aftermath. Atahualpa paid a room full of gold and silver as ransom. The Spanish killed him anyway. The empire collapsed. This may be the most devastating kidnapping in world history. 4. The kidnapping of King Valdemar II of Denmark. Seized while hunting. What happened? While hunting on a Danish island, the king and his son were suddenly surrounded and captured by a German count. They were held in chains for over 2 years. Aftermath. Denmark was forced to surrender massive territories for his release. 5. The arrest of King Louis XVI of France. Public seizure of the monarch. Though not technically a kidnapping, the king was openly arrested by revolutionaries, imprisoned, tried, and executed. A sitting monarch seized by his own people, something previously unthinkable in Europe. Why these events were so powerful? In pre-modern societies, the king was believed to be chosen by God, the living symbol of the state, untouchable. So when a king was captured, entire civilizations froze. If you'd like, I can next tell you the most daring royal rescue attempt in history, or the most valuable ransom ever paid for a king, or the single event that proved kings were no longer sacred.